Good evening and welcome to My Psychic Connection. I'm your host, Journey Ryan. It has been a while and very excited to talk to everybody. I see everybody is getting on right now. Guys, we had some things going on last year, which ended our show prematurely at 15 years. I had never seen the type of energy that I had saw at that point. So, unfortunately, we had to pull back. We're going to see how things go here. And reading people's things, but definitely looking to see how this goes. And here we go. And right off the bat, we're going to block the first person. I didn't even get into it. We're less than 2 minutes in, and I've already had to block somebody. I don't understand. But anyways, I want to get some readings done and see how this goes. And I'm already getting a bit of a taste of what's going here. And yeah, haters are going to hate, but I won't put up with it. That's where I'm at. What I'm going to tell you guys is I don't mind giving a free reading, and I need you guys to ask your questions. Again, no general mediumship has to be paid for. We've got a $10 jump, which gives you 5 minutes, and the $20 donation gives you a mediumship or a longer question, depending on what's going on there. So I hope you guys are ready to have some fun. I know you guys say we love you guys and things of that nature, but I'm really just testing this out to see where we're at so that we can get back on track. Guys, don't forget about our TikTok channel. Guys, get on there, like our TikTok, and that way we can answer you guys' questions on TikTok as well. We are going to be doing some Instagram stuff. So guys, check out our Instagram, My Psychic Connection. And that way you guys can not miss any shows that we're going to have on there, because not all of them will be on Facebook, YouTube. Some of the programs, we have to do them separately. So that's how we have to do some of these programs. We're working on that, trying to get that taken care of. I really like to be able to, get to more of you guys and talk more with you guys. And please don't ask your questions until I call your guys' names. Susan, I see you, honey. You are on my jump list. You were the first one to jump. So looking forward to that. Moderator, go ahead and post the link for those who are looking to jump. Guys, if you guys can't see it in the link, it is in the description. So go to our description, check it out. Our link is in the description. Taylor, I'm not sure what haze delete you're trying to talk about. All right, Susan, we'll get to you here in just a moment. But guys, remember, we're trying to get to as many people as we can. This will be a 1 hour show. So guys, bear with me as I try to get through this. And I'll try to talk to each and every one of you guys. Like I said, we're going to test this out, see how it goes. If it starts to go good, we'll get back to getting some of your guys' favorite readers back out here. But right now, let's see how this goes. Like, share, subscribe. That's what we're looking for. Oh, telling someone to delete a question. Don't worry about that. We got it. Susan is actually one of the people who has donated first, and I'll be getting to her question in just a moment. Guys, I'm going to call out 2 names like I always have in the past. The first name is going to be the person that needs to put their question out. The second person needs to get their question ready. And then when we get to that, your name's going to come across the screen. So go ahead and put Susan's name on there to get her question. And then we'll go from that, and we'll go on to the next person's name on the list. which the next person's name on the list is going to be Teresa T. So Teresa, you will get your question ready, but do not post it. All right. So guys, with no further ado, like I said, we're going to be here for an hour. We're going to try to get to as many people as we can. Let's have some fun. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And guys, don't forget to go to our TikTok and our Instagram accounts, because we're going to be doing a lot of stuff on there as well. And don't want you guys to miss out on any opportunities to get a reading. So, all right. So the first person was Susan. Susan Pez, go ahead and throw us your question. You are the first one on the list. You had donated, so you are our first donation of the night. So you jump the list. You get to go first. Susan, just go ahead and repost that question for me. All right. Any messages from my late husband? Okay, so the donations the links are in the description, and they're also putting them in the messenger. So guys, just take a look at that. I also want to tell everybody, if you are going to ask a question, please get as much detail in the questions that you may have, because that's going to help me with your question. And just letting you guys know that it makes it easier on me, because I have to pull every time, and I talk to hundreds of people per day. So please understand that. All right. Susan, any late messages? Susan, tell me when your husband passed away. How long has it been? That way I can make sure that he's within my time frame. Susan. All right, so the next person on that list, remember guys, is going to be Teresa T. And just want to make sure. 13 months ago. Okay. All right. So when it comes down to any messages from your husband, I keep seeing things needing to get done, being taken advantage of. He doesn't want you being taken advantage of. He says you're letting people get away with things. And you should know what he's talking about when it comes to being taken advantage of. This comes from all areas. It's not just family, friends, different places, companies, things of that nature. Make sure that you are putting your foot down. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. He feels a lot of stress and pressure on you. These stresses and pressures are coming from the outside, and it's kind of bringing you down. It's keeping you from finding your happy place. He says that you have a lot of things that you want to get done, a lot of things you want to do this year, but you're not starting this year in a good position, because you're feeling there's still the sadness there. And that sadness isn't because of the missing of him, but more of these pressures, these people, these energies keeping you down. So he wants you to kind of cut the ties with a lot of things that are holding you back, people that are trying to get you to do things that you shouldn't do or you don't want to do, because I'm seeing a lot of that energy being bad. That's what he's talking about, is like she needs to cut the negative energy. It's holding her down. It's holding her back. She's not doing the things that she wants to do. Why isn't she wanting to move forward? He's told you this before in the past. You know, don't let other people bog you down. Don't let people hold you back. Don't let people, this is not a time to let people borrow money. This is not a time to let people live in your house. It's not time to move or go anywhere. This is a time for you to restructure your life the way you want it. Start making plans and go in the direction that you're looking to go in. And he's seeing other outside influences holding you down. And he doesn't want to see that. That's his message to you. He wants to see you happy, but he's not getting that out of you. Unfortunately, he keeps getting that things are not going in the direction you would like them to. And because they're not going in that direction, they're holding you down. He wants to see you smile. He wants to see you go in the right way. You know, he keeps talking about things that need to change. And I get that you'll get that. And sorry. But you've got to push these people out of your way. So I'm trying to look and see where you're at. Susan, are you still with me, sweetheart? I'm not seeing any response from you. I just want to make sure you're still here. But when it comes to your husband, he wants to see your happiness. He wants to see you start living for you and stop living for everybody else. The energy that I see and the things that he's saying is, you know, when's the last time that you've gone out and done something for you? When did you last do something that was going to, like, maybe buy yourself an outfit, perfume, do something that you wanted to do without being held back by somebody else telling you what you should do? And I don't think that's fair to you. And she said yes. But, you know, he really wants to see your happiness, and he sees the sadness is, you know, holding you down and keeping you from moving in that direction. And I want to see you happy as well. But the other thing is that he keeps talking about flowers. He keeps talking about roses. He keeps talking about belongings. There are certain belongings that a part of you wants to get rid of, but then there's a part of you that wants to hold on to it. Get rid of the things that you don't want to, you know, hold on to. He says, I'm not there in those things. I'm in your heart. I'm around you. You know, he lives within you. Your memories, your happiness with him. These are the things that he said. And he wants you to take care of your health. The sadness is bringing you back further health-wise. So he wants to see you be happy. And he says, don't let her forget, I'm still telling jokes up here. So clearly he's still got jokes for you, honey. He's still got jokes. But, you know, he's saying everything is good, and the energy is going to get better, but you've got to cut the people that are holding you down, or pull back your energy if it's family, because I know you don't want to cut out family, but pull back. Don't allow them to control you. This is about the control they're having, and that's what he's worried about. So that is his direct message to you, because he's worried that if you allow them to control you, they will take over, and that's not fair to you. Susan, thank you so much. And she said, thank you. And she said, makes sense. All right. Well, you are welcome, Susan. Thank you so much. All right. Well, Cassie M., go ahead and get us your question. You are next on our list since you donated. Go ahead and throw us your question. You jumped the list. And Teresa T., keep your question ready, because you are still on the list. We got Cassie. She went ahead and donated. Let's go ahead and check the donation list while we wait for Cassie to post her question and go from there. All right. Well, after Cassie, it's going to be Sierra. Sierra is next on that list. All right, Sierra. So get your question ready, but don't post it yet, honey. You'll be after Cassie. All right, Cassie, go ahead and throw me your question. Cassie, I would love to hear any message or advice from my brother. Okay, well, Cassie, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, before I could get advice out, I already heard that you had a question for him. And your brother, when was his passing? What's his name? Let me connect with him, honey. Guys, if we're talking about a person, If you could give me their name and their passing time, that always helps. That helps me so I can connect with the right person. Sometimes I could connect to multiple people at the same time, and I want to get to the right person. They all jump out at the same time. All right. Cassie. What's your brother's name? And honey, when was this crossing? Guys, remember, when it comes to me and you're going to ask when it comes to me and asking a person, they have to cross at least 6 months for me to connect with them. If they cross sooner than that, then I'm not going to read for them because they need to have time to cross over. I don't want to, talking to a spirit too soon after they've crossed over. They make them an earthbound spirit. We're not trying to create that. I'm not trying to do that, and I won't. Cassie. Oh, okay. Drew. Okay. All right. Drew just right at the edge of my 6 months there. But I'm going to go ahead and read for him. The energy that I saw around him is that when was his death unexpected. Well, most deaths are unexpected, but unexpected to him, like accident wise, like it happened quickly. I keep seeing that it was unexpected to him. Like it shocked him. It took him a while to kind of like get it together to realize where he was or what was going on. He's saying to you, is someone holding on to his belongings? He keeps talking about his belongings. Someone's got his stuff that he doesn't want to have his stuff. So who has his belongings? Because he doesn't want them to have them. He says, someone's got my stuff I don't want to have. Grab my stuff. Get my stuff. Cassie, get it. I'm also, he's trying to say a million things at once. Give me a second. He's trying to talk to you about talking to the family and holding on to his passing. And she said yes. His passing, there's family members holding on to it like a crutch. I get that they're upset. I get that there's sadness. There's sadness, but others are taking it to an extreme. It's almost like they're treating it as if he passed yesterday. And I know that there's been time in between. She says, yes, his ex. Get it from her. He does not want her to have his stuff. When it comes to people holding on to that, they need to start to let it go. They need to start making their peace that he is in a place that's better for him. He's starting to see those using him, and he doesn't like it. And he wants to be able to be not used, but seen, and seen beautifully and positively. He doesn't want to be someone's crutch to get people to feel sorry for them or get people to act a certain way because they feel sorry for this. They're feeling sorry for the person because, yeah, there was a passing. But the thing about it is that the passing has been almost right at the 6 month mark, and they're still trying to use it as like it was yesterday. They can't get past it. And he's starting to see that. He's not thrilled about that. He's not happy about that. It's upsetting to see. He's also seeing that you haven't grieved in the way that you could have, and that you've been busy trying to make everyone else happy, trying to do what makes everybody feel good. But the thing is, I'm going to tell you, it's okay for you to feel better, and it's okay to cry. But he's saying you have not properly grieved. She says, I've tried everything to get his things. He says that you know, he can see you trying, but he needs somebody to get his things. And try to play nice, play her game with her, do what you got to do. But unfortunately, it's almost like when I said play her game, kind of like live up to her standard, her feeling sorry for her and being there and trying to be her chum, but that way you can get his stuff. And she says, yes, people have used his death as a crutch. Right. Her being one of them. She loves using him as a crutch. And it's not healthy, and he's tired of seeing it. It's probably part of the reason why he wants you to get his stuff from her. She doesn't even want it. I already see another man in her life. She's already got somebody else. So why is she still holding on to him while she's on it with somebody else? So that's where she needs to be. That's where, she needs to be letting this go. She needs to be letting go of his belongings because she's already got somebody new in her life. His stuff doesn't need to be there. His family would like his stuff. But I'm also seeing family who's kind of using him as a crutch too. So that's not healthy. And I feel like you deserve his stuff. He wants you to have his stuff. He wants certain family members to have his stuff. His closest family. The people who aren't using him. The people who they miss him, yes. They're upset, yes. But he's saying to me when it came to you not, fully grieving, that's not what he's talking about when it comes to you. He's talking about you grieving because he wants you to get it out. You've been walking around like you're an X-Men or a Power Ranger, and that's not how that works. She said, absolutely, she is with somebody else. Right, so why does she need his belongings? She doesn't need them. And that's a problem. Because she doesn't really want his things. She's holding on to him because she knows others want his things. And that's not fair to you, your family, or to anyone else that's trying to get that opportunity to get a piece of him. She jumped into a new relationship so quickly. It was almost as though they weren't even, there was like no love there. Like she was ready and already in a new relationship. She didn't care. So honey, do what you got to do to get what you need done to get her stuff, even if it's playing her game for 10 minutes to get there and get your brother's belongings, because they don't belong to her. They were not even on the right. Their relationship wasn't even right. It wasn't even good at that point. Before his passing, it wasn't even good. And that's a problem. So, Cassie, do what you got to when it comes to getting the belongings, and beware of who you tell why you're being nice to her, because I still feel is that she's talking to certain family members, and that's because she wants to hold on. She wants to keep stirring this up, and she's looking for that attention. So it's never a good thing. She is so toxic. I really don't want to deal with her anymore. And it was 2 weeks. Yeah, I knew. It was immediate. And he said it. She didn't even care. She was already on to the next relationship. Like I didn't even matter. But our relationship wasn't good, is what he said. So good for her for moving on. He doesn't even hold that against her. He's just disappointed that she's not letting go of something that belongs to his family. Cassie, honey, I'm here for you. Guys, remember, don't forget to check out mypsychicconnection.com. I'm on there 5 days a week, you guys. So if you can't catch me on a live, you guys can catch me at the website along with Faith and all the others. Guys, it's totally awesome. Guys, please hang in there. If I call out your name, that's who gets a question. And I do have some other people in line who have donated to get a reading. And Cassie, hang in there, girl. I got you. I'll try to help you out the best I can. Thank you so much for tonight. And guys, we're looking forward for all this to keep going down. I want to build this back up. So if this is going good, we're going to continue. All right. So Sierra L, go ahead and throw me your question. Okay. And Cassie says, thank you, sweetheart. You are welcome. All right. Sierra L, you were next on the list. Emily Long, get your question ready. You'll be after Sierra. All right. Let me put down Emily's name. Got to get that, to get this all back under control. Yes, I miss Faith too. Faith is on the website, guys. And Faith will eventually be joining us. Faith will be joining us eventually again. But right now, Faith is going through some things of her own. She had lost her father. So we're going to give Faith a little bit more time to heal and deal with her loss of family, as I've been helping her along with that. So we'll give her a little bit more time before we have her on a show. And of course, guys, I'm going to have other psychics be joining us and have fun with that as well, as you guys know. All right. Sierra's here, says, lately has been rough. I've blocked out the complete worlds and everyone. I'm not sure which direction I'm heading overall. I feel lost and need guidance. Does Spirit have any messages for me? Thank you. Well, Sierra, the thing about what's going on with your situation and what I got from your guides is that you've taken on too much. You've been pulled in every direction. And it's like you have to find yourself throughout the ash so you can come back as the phoenix, so you can arise above the ashes. It's time for new friendships. It's time for finding direction for yourself. What is it that Sierra wants to do? What's the one thing that you wanted to do before feeling like this? That's where you need to start. You need to start finding your balance. You need to start finding the things that make you happy. You need to start finding the things that put a smile on your face. If it's watching movies, do something inspirational to you, something that you knew that brought you that type of happiness, something that brought you something that made you happy. But right now, you're so overwhelmed with how people have torn you down, how people have used you, how people are not giving you the same energy that you've given them. And I'm going to give you a little bit of advice about giving that advice and helping them. When it comes to that, they come to you because they're broke down, yes. But don't expect it back. I know you don't want to expect it back, but you expect something back. You're going to have to let that part of you go as well. I've had to do it when I started reading for people, and I first started, doing readings, for friends. This is before I was doing it online. This is before I was doing it anywhere. This is when I was bartending and I was giving readings and giving them to my friends for free. And I expect them to listen to me when I was going through my situation. You have one friend that's going to be able to do that. And that's your best friend. Your best friend's going to be able to do that for you. And if you don't have that person doing that for you now, then you're going to need that. You're going to need to find that new friend. Right now, talking with the spiritual advisor. Spiritual advisor is going to be that person that's going to listen to you. They're going to listen to you. And they're going to give you what they see. They're going to talk to spirit and give you what you see. But right now, you've got a lot of people that are all about themselves, and they're not willing to share that energy because they're still doing the poor, pitiful me thing. That's why you're in constant flux of helping and helping and helping and helping and helping, but yet you're not getting anything out of it. You're not getting anything that, gives back to you. You're a strong person, but you can only take so much. So just know that, Spirit wants you to start focusing on you. Spirit wants you to start taking time for yourself. Spirit wants you to start doing things that make you feel better. Stop listening to other people's lies. If you have to, call them out on it. Say, you know what? It's your lie. You tell it. Because that's pretty much how I look at it when people come to me. And I laugh. Inside, I laugh. And those who know me know that I laugh when it comes down to it. But I can tell you right now, if you're going to lie to me, that's on you. And you need to look at it. That's on you. That's the way they do things. That's the way they handle things. But you can't hold on to that. She says, absolutely, I completely stopped talking to everyone and overall have been thinking about everything that hurts me. Right. So now you've seen everything that's hurt you. Now it's time for you to take a step back from the hurt. You've got your list of hurt. You know it hurts you. So now you need to start looking at the positive. You can't do a full assessment without seeing the positives with the negatives, the pros and the cons. You need to be able to do both. You need to be able to see the good things about things and the bad things about things and see how they weigh themselves out. Right now, talking to a spiritual advisor, hear from your guides, start listening and paying attention to the signs. You have this thing about you when you're being told you can't do something or this can't be done or this person does something or they just try to show or prove you wrong. You have this competitive side to you. Unlike some other people I know that I've talked to that I know are watching right now that have that competitive side to I can do it. I can do everything. I can be the strong one. I can take this job. I can do this. I can be here for my family. You can't always do that. You can't. Every now and then, you have to take a step back. Even I have my person to talk to that, listens to me. Even if it's just someone listening. They don't have to give you advice because sometimes I just need to vent. Bitch, get it out of your system. Makes you feel a little bit better. Sometimes when you see or hear yourself talk, you talk and you hear it out loud, and then you're like, I know what I need to do. Sometimes that person may offer some advice. Or sometimes that person's just there to listen to you, and you're appreciative of that. So start looking at the things that make you happy now. You see the things that are causing the problem. You've cut that part out. Now it's time for you to start looking at the things that are positive and start going in that direction. So that's what you need to do. And that's the direction I feel that you need to go in. And if you can do that, you're going to be way better off. Because it's going to give you the idea of what is bad for you and what's good for you. And things that are bad for you, you can cut it off. You don't need it. Once they realize that you've pulled back from them, they're going to wonder why. And don't be afraid to talk about it. Don't be afraid to say why you backed away. And if they get mad about it, that's because they know they were in the wrong. Not because you're wrong. Everybody has feelings. Everyone has self-esteem. Everyone has something within them. If they get offended by what you're saying, I'm sorry, but you asked me, I'm letting you know. You're seeing it now from my perspective, how I seen that. If you would rather just get mad and pissed off rather than explain why or how, which would make it better, not worse, or a reason to use you. Something I've learned is in the age of social media, everyone gets offended because it's the new way to get what? Attention. People can't tell jokes without getting offended. People, and then I'm not talking about prejudice jokes or things like that. I mean, jokes in general. They're going to find something that doesn't, oh, well, I don't think that's right. I'm sorry. I've been watching it like crazy, been seeing it on my own, just like hearing it from other people. You know, we come from a day and age where we should have really thick skin. We're attacked on a daily basis. Like, I wasn't even on the show for 2 minutes, and boom, I already had to block somebody. It took 2 minutes before I was already in block mode. So we all have to thicken our skin. We don't always agree with what somebody else says, and we don't have to. We're not supposed to. We're not. If we were all supposed to be the same mindless drones, nobody would have free will. We would all look the same. We would all have the same taste in foods, all same taste in clothes, but we're not. We're unique. We're individuals. So if someone does something that you don't like, then you back away. If they ask why you backed away, you can explain it to them. If they get mad at you because you got mad or you got upset or you backed yourself away, then that's on them. But you spoke your truth. And that's all you've got to do. Speak your truth. You're going to see that it works better for you that way than it does causing fights or arguing with anybody. So I hope that helps. But right now is the time for you to start looking at the positive things so you can get yourself back up, so you can lift yourself back up and move in the right direction for you. She said, absolutely. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. You are welcome. Thank you, Sierra. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I talked to any of you guys. Well, some of you I've talked to on the website, but you know, it's been a while since I talked to a lot of you. All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick break, but after that break, I'll take some more questions. And Emily Long, get your question ready. You were next on the list.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
All right, guys, and I am back. All right, so next person on the list was Emily Long. Emily, go ahead and throw us your question. Emily. And then after Emily is going to be Taylor. So Taylor, go ahead and throw us your question. These are all people who have jumped. That's why the jump is on here. All right. Emily says, I was really looking for a message from my best friend that passed away. It was over 6 months ago. We called him D. I pray every day he is still with me. Emily, D is with you, honey. D tries to make sure that you see things that are going on. He wants you to see things that are going on that are funny. He's trying to get you to pay attention to those funny things. He's saying He's saying that he wants you to remember the jokes, retell the jokes. I know that you haven't found anybody like me. So that's what he was saying. It's like, I haven't found anybody. She hasn't found anybody like me. And the thing about it is that, you know, it is, he said that you're not paying attention to some of the signs that he's brought forth. You're not paying attention to things that have gone. Like, he tries to make you smell his cologne or the way he would smell. He tries to show you things that would remind you. He says you don't always pick up on it, but sometimes when you do, you think immediately of him. He's sitting beside you. He's walked with you. He's, you know, in your home. So Emily, he's with you, and he is a funny guy. He likes to tell funny things. He likes to show you funny things. He said something about girl. Now Betty White's with us. It's going to be a whole Golden Girl reunion. I'm assuming you guys have a connection to the Golden Girls. So the thing is that Dee's energy with you is he's around you. He's protecting you. He's making sure that, you know, how do I put this? He wants you to be happy. But you're not allowing yourself to work towards that happiness because he's saying to me that you're afraid to let new people in. He's saying you're not allowing anybody new in your life. He says he was the best. I just ordered a Betty White shirt. Well, now he knows. But he said that you know, you're not letting anybody new in your life. So you're not giving anybody that opportunity. He also says that you haven't done a lot out of, you know, you haven't gone out of your way to meet anybody new, like friend-wise, and give yourself that opportunity to have a friend like him. He says you're never going to replace him, and he knows that. And you shouldn't think like that. But what you should be doing is allowing yourself to meet a new friend, to have somebody by your side, to have someone who's strong in your life as a friend. So I don't want you to keep beating yourself up and keeping yourself pulled back, thinking you're never going to meet anybody like him. She says, I definitely closed myself off to others. He says, even, you know, like simple friendships, like you're not letting anyone new. So you're not even getting like a basic friendship. He says that, you know, there's more to you than just him, and there's more to him than just you. You're allowed to have other friendships. And it's almost like you feel it's like this was a deeper relationship that, you know, you are allowing yourself to get beat up over. And it's a relationship like you would have, your relationship with him would have been like a second husband type situation. Like, this is a relationship better, stronger than just a simple friendship. This was a deep friendship. This was something that was more, you know, in depth. You guys told each other everything. You guys giggled about everything. You laughed about the funniest things together. So don't let this take you and keep you from meeting new friendships, because you need a new friendship. Like he said, you're never going to replace him, but it's okay to have new friends. You are stuck in a state of sadness right now, and you've been stuck there for a while. So you're going to have to find a way to pull yourself from this. And she goes, two husbands explains it perfect. Or a second husband explains it perfect. It's what it was. It's who you were. This was your best friend. Like, you guys knew each other so well that you guys had like the ability to communicate with one another without speaking. You could look at each other and just die laughing because you knew what the other one was thinking. he wants you to be able to move yourself into new friendships. And he said, girl, don't worry about it. You ain't going to find anybody else like me. You know this. It almost sounded like the Aladdin thing. So you ain't never going to find a friend like me. Yeah, that's him. Then that's how you were to each other. So he says his brother has recently came into my life, and it's really hard to let loose because he reminds me so much of him. Dee said, yeah, it's my brother, but not me. Not me. You guys can let loose and be cool, but he's never going to be me. He doesn't have that same mentality. He reminds you a lot of him, but he doesn't have the same mentality. And this is probably where he sees you holding back. Because this is the only other person that's come into your life that you've tried, I would say, a somewhat friendship with. He's got to tell you, don't forget he isn't me, and he's not going to be exactly like me, but you should open the door to having friendships and allowing yourself to have that friend, because that's what you need right now. So that's what he's got to say. Open the door, because once you do, you'll allow the laughter to come back in. He says you don't even joke. You know, you see things funny, but then you try to share them with people, and not everybody gets it, or the people you do share it with are kind of like, eh. And you're like, well, if Dee were here, he would have died laughing. He would have got my humor. Emily, you're still great, and you still have the opportunity to share your joy, your laughter. We need people to make people laugh in the world instead of sharing all this damn hate. Why we all got to hate everybody? He wants you to be happy, but he also wants you to open up, and he wants you to let go of some of the pain that you're still holding on to. There was nothing you can do. There's nothing you can change except for change the energy that you're putting out there today. Let me live through you. Be funny. Have friends. Do things differently. So that's what you've got to do right now. But Emily, I'd take your friend's advice. Watch something that you two would have loved. Laugh about it so he can watch it with you, because he is beside you. Don't be scared of new friendships. You're never going to replace him. And he doesn't feel that way. And there was nothing that you could have done to change what is. You've done everything that you could have done as a best friend. And that was be his friend. And be that person he could lean on when he needed somebody. Sometimes I'll say something funny, and I swear it's like his words are coming out of my mouth. Laugh out loud. But you are right about everything. Thank you so much, Emily. It's okay, honey. And if you need me, you know where to find me at mypsychicconnection.com, honey. Guys, just know that we lose people. We tend to bury ourselves or feel that we can't act as the same person. We can still be that person. And remember, our loved ones they live through us. We tell stories about them. We share them with people. We share them with other family members. That's how we live on, and there's legacies created, because there was that one guy who was on TikTok and he did all this funny stuff. 20 years from now, nobody's going to know about that unless someone in the family is going to be like, you had somebody in your family. They were funny. They wanted to bring joy. They brought happiness. And you got to share those stories. You can't share all the sad ones. You got to share some of the happier stories. You got to share some of the achievements, even if they were small. We take from ourselves. We need to give back to ourselves and then give to others and brighten up their day. They say you smile at somebody, they smile back, you brightened up somebody's day. Do the same thing with your beautiful stories. They don't have to be sad. They don't have to be, happy. Sometimes they just need to be inspiring. Just something that they've done that was completely different. So I hope you understand. And he says he's with you, girl. So hang in there, Emily. It's good stuff. All right. Thank you, Emily. I appreciate it. Taylor Washington, go ahead and throw me your question. You donated. Roxanne G, get your question ready. You'll be right after Taylor. Roxanne, you will be the last question of the night. Guys, all these people donated tonight, so if I didn't get to your question, I do apologize. I did say I would be here for an hour. Taylor, you donated twice, sweetheart. Taylor. All right. What's your question for me tonight, Taylor? All right, let's take a look here, guys. Sorry, it's been a while. All right. And guys, I'll be posting to let you guys know when the next time we're going to go live. So, but we're going to take Taylor's question and then Roxanne's question. All right, so Taylor says, what will happen between Edward? Oh, honey, don't put their full names. And we talked about on the phone exactly a month ago. He was supposed to contact me back, and now it's nothing. Okay, so, oh, that's my tip. Thank you, Taylor. I appreciate that, honey. When it comes to him, honey, you're going to be playing these games with him, of him going back and forth. This has a lot to do with him trying to figure out where his emotions lie. And I feel like he is in a certain place with those emotions, and he wants to be able to, express and enjoy and push them forward. But right now, he's not doing that. He is in a place that he is, she's forgetting not to do that. But he is in a place where his emotions he's scared of them, but at the same time, he wants to go forward. And I'm going to tell you right now that you're going to feel that his energy comes around. He's going to open up that door. He's going to, when he does come in, he doesn't come in like full-fledged. I'm telling you everything that is on my heart and soul and what I'm feeling. What he's going to do is he's going to open up that door. He's going to communicate with you slowly. He's going to let you in a little bit at a time. He's going to let things come together, and he's going to allow things to kind of heal slowly. He doesn't want to go too fast because he feels if he goes in too quickly, he's going to have a lot of explaining to do. He doesn't want to have to do it too quickly. But I do know that you guys are going to come together. I do see the emotions are there, but the togetherness, honestly, we're going into February when I feel a better, stronger foundation between the two of you, and it's going to be about 2 weeks before he reaches out. So we're looking at sometime around the 20th, 21st, somewhere right around there is when he's going to, open that door, and he's going to talk to you. And by that happening, you guys are going to be able to, I feel like you're going to be in the right position to communicate, because this gives you a chance to, kind of calm your energy. He's going to get a chance to understand what he wants to say, where he wants to go, how he wants to go, in how that direction he wants to go in. She goes, Is it because of the retrograde? No, that's his fear of his own emotions. Do you know when? Because I've been going on 2 dates per day because he's taking his sweet jolly time. Well, honey, you can keep going on dates. You can keep doing what you're doing. But the thing is that when it comes down to it, I'm going to tell you that when it comes down to him communicating, it's going to be, like I said, that 2-week time frame, and then he's going to come in and open that door. It's going to be slow. He wants to come in slowly with it. He doesn't want to feel overwhelmed. He doesn't want to have to explain a lot. He wants to be able to talk to you slowly and then slowly get the feel back, and that way you feel it too. She says, yeah, he's been trying to be a little mean, but I'm meaner. She says, what is going on between him and Melinda? Nothing. That's done. That's done. There's nothing going there other than him pushing her out. That's the only thing that I saw. Guys, please don't donate anymore. I said I was only going to do this for an hour. We're going a little bit over. So no more donations. But Taylor, I'm going to tell you, this relationship is still got, I mean, this is up to you though. This is up to you. If you want to hold out and wait for him, because I know that you're going on dates. I know he's going to come back. I know he's going to come back. I do see longevity for a relationship, but of course you have free will and you can say yes or no to it. But I'm going to tell you, it'll be good. She needs to go. Oops, why? What do you mean why, honey? She needs to go. There's no connection in between him and her. Can I ask more questions? Or just one? If it pertains to this situation, yes. Go ahead, honey. I know you had more to it, but I'm going to tell you, with him, you guys are going to be able to move in that direction. Things are going to be, they're going to be good, but I want to tell you that, it's going to take time for you guys to find your balance again. And I see him pushing people out of his life that no longer, need to be there. Why was trying to be mean? Oh, why was he being mean while you guys were texting? That was an easy way to push you back. If he pushed you back by being mean, he's going to, that's going to be the way he is. That's the way he wants it. So don't take that other than I'm trying to give myself space, and that's where he's at. So not that that's a good way to get yourself space. Could have just said, hey, need some space, not, hey, you're an asshole, stay away from me. That's not a good way to get space, because you're going to remember that the next time he's like, hey, how's it going? I'm an asshole, I need space, get away from me. You know what I mean? It's not a good way to do it. I tell people this all the time because they're like, oh, I was mean to them because I needed my space. Tell them you need space. It's not a good idea to tell somebody something mean. But I do want him, but I will be recruiting my men for my money. Well, honey, I'm going to tell you right now, you don't have to worry about that. And I do know that you are going through a lot when it comes to him, but in the long run, I do know that he is going to open up. It will be slow. I do feel like you guys can fix this. Now it's up to you. Like I said, if you want to put up, if you don't want to put up with the nonsense, then you can pull yourself back from it. Okay. But why didn't he contact me? Will we be together before Valentine's Day? Yes. Yep. Like I said, by the 21st, I see you guys connecting. it opens up slowly. Like I said, going into February, that's when I see the deeper connection because you guys are talking things through. It starts to get better, you know, like I said, but don't rush it. When you guys start communicating and talking, don't rush it. You don't need that type of pressure. So don't rush it. But Taylor, I hope that helps. I appreciate it. Glad to see you on here. But definitely take it one step at a time. Be slow about it. Don't move too quickly. Don't move too quickly. Taylor, honey, I'll give you another time when we do a live. That way you guys can see it. I'm working on getting TikTok lives going and doing some Instagrams. So guys, start looking for the Instagram and start looking for our TikToks and start liking them because we're going to be doing some lives on those as well. And no more jumps. No more jumps. I was only going to do this for an hour. We're already in an hour. And I'm going to take Roxanne's question. And I've had one other person that jumped. And then, guys, I will be letting everybody know when the next time that we do it, and I'll let you guys know when I bring Faith on board, so that way you guys know. Roxanne, and she says, it taught me patience and appreciate it. You are welcome, Taylor. You are welcome. Next time I'll do it a little bit longer than an hour. I should have known better than to just do an hour, but I wanted to get on here and talk to everybody. All right. Roxanne, are you there? Okay, so Roxanne, are you here? Just let me know if you're here. I know that you said something about your best friend, and it looks like your best friend just passed away on the 16th. I'm not going to be able to, I won't connect to somebody who's passed that soon, as I let them have time to be with their families, to cross over, to come back, and to do that thing. So if you have any other question, just go ahead and ask that instead. But I'm pretty sure you're wanting that mediumship reading, so I'm just trying to make sure Roxanne's still here. All right, I'm going to say that Roxanne's not here, so we're going to go ahead and take care of that. Oh, nope. Roxanne is here. Roxanne says, the person I'm with right now, is it going to be long-term, and are his intentions good? Well, right off the bat, Roxanne, the energy that I got, not that that was a bad thing. I kind of felt like that came off wrong. The intentions are good. Long-term is available. I do feel that the person that you're with currently, they are scared of relationship going too deep, too quick. But the thing about them is they go deep quick and they hide that from you. And so you don't know what they're feeling, but they're feeling a deeper emotion than what they're actually presenting. And so with that being said, I'm going to tell you to kind of like watch what's going on there, and just know that when you're seeing that energy with them, when you're seeing them in deeper thought, when you're seeing them, know that they're thinking deeper. Is there longevity with this relationship? Absolutely. Is there a communication barrier right now? I feel as though that there is communication that's not coming through between the two of you, other than them not expressing. Are you guys, have you guys not really talked a lot in the last few days? I'm seeing a barrier. Communication's weak. So it's not as it was, not because they're thinking in their head, but because you guys actually haven't spoke as much. Are you guys working too much? Something going on there? Because I'm seeing that barrier. I'm going to let you know that that barrier will be lifted. It won't stay that way. I do know that you guys are going to open up to each other. And says, yes, he does. And the thing is that fear on love is the biggest thing on that. And in their heart, they've been hurt in the past pretty badly. And it also shows a vulnerability about them. They hate feeling vulnerable. And that's another thing that holds them back. So they got two things holding back their emotions, so they don't flood you with over emotion, but they also don't feel vulnerable in the process, because that vulnerability makes them feel weak and makes them feel scared. And then that's a new energy. It's a new anxiety. It's a new way that things are going on. So I would be careful about how I would go about this, because what I can tell you is that, if they feel you start to see them kind of back off from how they're feeling, or you see them go into that state, kind of back off the energy, try to make it light, talk about something else. That way they don't feel, that way they can get calm again. So it's almost like you're slowly letting them feel their emotions, but not too much and not too quickly. So allow yourself to basically control how much emotion's going in and out. That way he doesn't get overwhelmed and you feel better about it. And then once he starts to feel calmer each time, start to express more and more each time, because he sees that you're willing to accept it, express it, and enjoy it. And you'll be doing the same thing. So he's actually a teenage boyfriend, and we reconnected. So there's a past energy, but I'm talking about the present energy. The past energy, as awesome as that is, that you guys were capable of reconnecting, has nothing to do with your current energy. Yes, that's what drew you together, but that's not what's going on now. There's boyfriends and girlfriends in between each other, and there's damage. There's collateral damage. And so, and that could be that distance that I see in between, but I feel as though there's new, like he's not talking as much as he could. And, or just have had that chance to kind of sit down and talk a lot. But I can tell you right now, when it comes down to it, you guys have longevity here. And I feel like the relationship can build up to something bigger than what it's been. So I'm telling you, this is going to be a great relationship. It's going to go further. I feel like you guys are going to be able to rely and depend on each other. Allow him to slowly work himself back up. And this is going to be a great relationship, Roxanne. I think you're going to be really happy from what I'm seeing. So, you have a good night. I appreciate you. And check back on here, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That way you guys know the next time I go live. And that way you guys can know. And then I'll probably make it longer than an hour, because last time I didn't really think it through. I probably should have known it was going to be longer than an hour. But that's for next time. That's for next time. But I do need Keita K. Where's Keita? Keita, you donated. You donated for a 5-minute reading. Roxanne, I hope you take it slow and allow yourself to open up with him. Make him feel good about himself again. He's got some damages from the past. I hope that helps. Thank you so much. I've been worried about it, honey. I honestly don't feel like you got much to worry about because there is love there. It's just got to slowly get released before he blows like a pressure top. Don't worry about it, honey. I have total confidence you're going to work this like it's a part-time job. You got this. All right, Keita, where you at, girl? Keita will be my last question of the night, guys. There we are. Keita Caleb. All right. Keita says, okay, so I'm trying to move in this beautiful home with my children and just want to know, will I get approved for the house, and when do you see me moving in it? Okay, so what I can tell you when it comes to the housing situation, I do believe you are going to get it. It is going to take a little bit longer, and I keep feeling their communication sucks. And I know that you're trying to open that door. You're trying to get them to be as speedy as possible. Don't pressure. Don't pressure. I'm going to tell you that right now. If I see any more pressure coming on it, they're going to walk away. And that's not something that you want. You don't want them to feel pressure. But I can tell you this, is that you're going to, not only are you going to get this place, but I'm seeing a helping hand. So I feel like there are people to help you move. I'm seeing new money coming in. The house, when it comes to moving in, we're looking at, I want to say around the 20th. So it's like a whole nother month before you're able to actually move in. So the 20th of February is what I was getting. Now, if you need to push that time back more, you can, but wouldn't be able to push it back any further, really too much further past that, because then they're going to be like, well, we're just going to charge you, So, but I'm looking at, from what I can see, as the 20th of February, I do feel like you are going to be able to open that door, walk through it. Things are going to change. I'm going to tell you right now, there are going to be people that are trying to, let me come stay with you. Let me come do this. Let me come do that. No. You can help. Other people can help you with, getting you into the place, like moving you in if they want to be a friend in that way. But you cannot be the friend that supports other people right now. You need to cut that tie. Right now, you need to be working on you and what's going on around you, your children, things to that nature. But you do not need to be helping or working anybody else at the moment, because it's not going to do you any good. It's going to make you continue to feel suppressed, and that you're not going to be able to go in the same direction, and you'll sink before you get the chance to swim. So allow yourself to continue to keep doing all this positivity. Allow yourself to give them time. You're going to get the approval. You're going to be able to get help to move in. I'm seeing other finances coming in for you. That's going to help you with the money that you need while moving into a new place, because we all know it's expensive. And in a time right now where things are not cheap and inflation's going like crazy, know what to spend your money on. Save what you need to save. Don't get rid of, like everybody gets this mentality, I'm just going to let everything go and I'm going to move into this new place. I'm going to move fresh. Keep your necessities, though. Don't let go of your necessities. I want a new couch. I want a new couch too, but I'm not going to get rid of my couch until I got a new couch and when I can afford it. Because then you're going to kick yourself going, damn, I wish I had my couch. Damn, I wish I had that coffee table. I should have got rid of that bed. This bed sucks. Don't get rid of things you don't need to get rid of right now. It is not time for you to do that. It is time for you to stay on the right page, be patient, allow yourself to be open to help. You are not one that likes to take help. When it comes to moving, I know you're going to be a little bit resistant. oh, I got this, we can do this, we can do this. Because you're going to think that you're going to owe them something. If they're offering it, you don't owe them anything. They're offering it. They're being a friend. Allow yourself, because you don't allow that type of help. You're always the one giving the help, but when it comes to getting the help, you never allow yourself. So it's right. There is people that is trying to move in with me, and that is not trying to help. Yeah, no, they ain't trying to help themselves. You hit it on the nail. Don't let them in. The answer to that is no. Let me repeat that. No. Absolutely not, girl. Don't let them in. Keep doing for you. Let those who want to help themselves, people who want to do the right thing, be a part of your life. But don't let those who don't do the right thing be in your life, because it makes it harder. And you just don't need that right now. She says, oh my God, you are so right. You know it. You're a wonderful person, but you let people let them get the best of you. Don't let them get the best of you. You're better than that. All right, guys, this has been awesome. It's been a while. I'm going to post again the next time that we go live. Again, we're going to see how things go. We're going to get us back up to the lives, doing it the way we once were. So, guys, thank you for tuning in. Guys, remember, like, subscribe, share, tell people about us. Go to the website. We want to see new faces on there. We've got new psychics coming in. Looking forward to sharing those with everybody, guys. And don't forget about our TikTok and our Twitter and our Instagram accounts, guys. Until then, it's Journey Ryan signing off. Catch you next time.
Now what's this now?